The tzaddikim, they merit all their needs with no effort. They get blessed. They don't have to do any effort. You should know, we said last time, ishtadut is a curse that Atan Rishon, Hashem told him, by the sweat of your brow you will eat bread. But before that decree, he didn't have to work for it. There would be croissants growing from the trees and the ground in Gan Eden. Any food he would want, Hashem wouldn't make him shashlik. Hashem would give him wine, already made everything. Just come and take. But after the sin, so he was decreed that he had to do ishtadut. Therefore, we find that circumstances arose that made it impossible for righteous people to get their sustenance by natural means. What did Hashem do? Hashem made the miracles. Hashem made it that they got whatever they needed without natural causes. Like who? Like Eliyahu, a Navi. Eliyahu, a Navi. What happened to him? That Rabbi Zino also, they were both in situations where they had no way to get regular food. How did Hashem make them give them parnasah? Eliyahu Navi was running away from King Achav and Queen Izevin. They were looking to kill him. And he went in hiding, and he had no way to get food. Hashem made it that ravens, which are usually cruel animals, right? They brought him bread to the cave, and he survived. Rabbi Zino, he was hiding in a cave, they were going to kill him. He made that the carob tree grew in front, and the spring of water was nearby, and they would eat from that. Hashem made them that they had to do no ishtadlut. There was great tzaddikim, for example, right? They say of Sonnenfeld, Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld. He was in the Yerushalayim. In that time, in the early beginnings, before the state of Israel was created, it was Palestine, or still. He was living there. It was very difficult. Nobody had parnasah. And then his wife told him, we have no choice. We need to ask the neighbors for bread. He said, what? We're in such a situation. I have to go to work. So he gets up, he leaves, and everybody was shocked. The rabbi's going to go to work. Let's see what he's going to do. He goes outside. He's thinking what to do. He looks at the floor. He finds a gold coin. He goes home. I brought parnasah. That was how the tzaddikim were. They went outside. They found something valuable. Hashem made it that their parnasah came to them. And right away, that's it. He did his work. His ishtadut was just walking a few steps outside and coming back. So you see the tzaddikim, Hashem gives them whatever they need without any effort, barely any effort. As Eliyahu Navi, Shimon Yochai. And what we see from here, that a person has to know that you could get without ishtadut. There's situations where you don't have to do ishtadut. Question is, do you have zechut? Like we said last time. What do you do does not mean what do you do as work. What do you do means what do you do as a merit to get that bracha through the ishtadut. The main thing is the zechut. The ishtadut is just a prerequisite. It's just paperwork. It's just, you have to fill in the dotted line, sign here, sign there. Hashem says this is the way it works. But the main thing is, who are you and what zechut you have? So therefore, a person has to focus on this. And therefore what? And therefore, when there's no natural means for effort to succeed, there's no obligation to expend effort. Let's say you have a situation where there's nothing you could do. There's no natural means to get your sustenance. He should not be discouraged by this. The Pasuk says in David HaMelech writes at Tehillim, I have been a youth, and I was also old. I never saw a righteous man that forsaken, Hashem forgot about him, and his children begging for bread. We say this every time in Birkat HaMazon. Therefore what? This teaches us that the righteous people, Hashem always provides for them. They always will have what they need. However, Rabbi Kiva Eger asks what? You never saw a righteous man who was poor? Well, there's righteous men who are poor, right? So he explains, even though they are poor, they never feel Hashem forgot about them. They never feel discouraged and disheartened that Hashem threw them away. Rather, the Pasuk says like this, I never saw a righteous man who feels he's forgotten, even if his children are begging for bread. So there could be situations a person is poor for whatever reason, decree, previous life, Gilgul, whatever it is. But you should know, those people always have bitachon in HaKadosh Baruch Hu and realize that things are going to change. The world is galgal. One day you're down, one day you're up. It's like a wheel. And therefore, once you have no obligations of doing efforts because you've been locked, it's been unable, you're not able to, there's no natural ways to get what you need, therefore a person has to just have bitachon in Hashem, and therefore this should be encouraging. A lot of times people say, I don't know what to do. There's nothing to do. I tried everything. There's no other option, right? There's a famous saying. If you have a problem, there's a solution. So what are you worrying about? There's a solution. If you have a problem, there's no solution. So what are you worrying? There's no solution. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is supposed to be for you, it's supposed to be for you. It's not supposed to be for you, it's not supposed to be for you. So therefore, a person shouldn't think, there's no ishtalud, there's no effort to do here. Oh, that's it. I'm toast. I'm disheartened. I'll give up. Yeush. No, person has to know, effort doesn't equal always bracha. Sometimes you get bracha without effort. Sometimes things plop in your hand, and you didn't have to do anything for it. All depends on the zechut that you have. Obviously, you should have bitachon when you try your best. We're not talking about, I'll sit home and the tree will start growing money. I have bitachon in Hashem, and therefore out of laziness he claims he has bitachon. We're talking about a guy who tried his best. There's nothing else to do, or he's trying and there's no option for him. Over there, he has to rely on the good old lucky, reliable bitachon in the HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch